Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous Tuesday. Today I'm coming at you with a requested video. I was asked if I can do an updated Louis Vuitton small leather goods collection since I have sold quite a few of my pieces. So these are going to be in no particular order, and let's get started, shall we? All right, the first one that I have is the large ring Agenda, or the Agenda GM. And this is in the Damier Ebene canvas, and this is actually the one that I'm using currently. And in here, I just have loads and loads of paperwork from all my clients, and then I just have this little cute calendar that was sent to me by a subby, as well as these guys up here. And a lot of people have actually asked me if I would do how I set up my planner, but I really don't have a system. I just kind of jot everything down and I file it accordingly. So it's all over the place, to be honest, for a planner. But here we go. I love this planner, and it is full of paperwork in there. All right, so the Agenda GM, or the large ring Agenda in Damier Ebene. The next one, the International wallet in Monogram Vernis Fuchsia. I love this wallet, and I really wish that they would bring back the style, as it is discontinued. But it has this beautiful type of blue purple undertone to the pink, and then on the inside, it just is such a simple wallet. You have a slip pocket back here, you have an open compartment there, you have a little pen holder, another slip pocket back here, 6 credit card slots, and it does have that gold hardware. I just really like this. I love the fact that it adds a pop of color to any bag that I'm using for the day, and it doesn't take up too much space because it's not a very large wallet, so I really like that. But the International wallet in Monogram Vernis Fuchsia. Next up, my all-time favorite wallet, the Josephine. And this is in the monogram canvas with the red detail. Now, even though this detail is now discontinued, the style is still the same. But this is my all-time favorite wallet because it is so simple, so easy to use, and it doesn't take up too much space. And you guys know that when it comes to wallets, I don't tend to carry too much in my, my daily essentials. So this is just the right size for me. And this is what it looks like inside. You have a total of 4 credit card slots, 1 slip pocket. You have a little pouch here, the red, that you can put items in here, and then you also have this back pocket. This back pocket goes the entire length all the way down to here. So if you wanted to store maybe some larger bills or some type of paperwork that you don't want everyone to see when you open up your wallet, that's a great way to go. And then the best part of this wallet, this detachable little coin pouch. I love this. I have used this as a wallet in itself, and then just kind of sat this at home if I wanted to go a little bit more compact, but it is slim. It fits just the right amount of like if you want to carry just 1 credit card, your driver's license, some cash, it fits everything in here. I love it. And that is what it looks like inside, and you will see the bubbling, and I will talk about that in just a second, but because I actually had this replaced, and I have the replacement with me, but regardless, this is my favorite wallet because of this. It just has even though it's simple, it does have quite a bit of organization to it, so I really appreciate that. Plus the red up against the monogram canvas, I think looks fantastic. So the Josephine wallet, and there are no back pockets, no zippers or anything. The Josephine wallet in the monogram canvas with the red detail, and as I stated earlier, here I have the replacement for the removable pouch on the Josephine, and it's in great condition, no bubbling whatsoever. So I was really happy about that. And there we go. So I can always use this as well as a little, just a little extra to carry in my wallet or in my bag if I wanted to. Okay, next beauty, the mini Pochette in the Damier Ebene canvas. I love this Pochette because it is so carefree, and I'm very hard on some of my SLGs, especially the mini Pochette. So the fact that I don't have to worry about patina, I don't have to worry about water stains, what have you, I think that is awesome. Plus you have this gorgeous red interior that always complements the Damier Ebene canvas so beautifully. So the mini Pochette in Damier Ebene. Moving right along to one of the prettiest pieces in my collection, and that is the small cosmetic pouch, or the cosmetic pouch PM in multicolor noir with the grenade interior. And I just love the way that this combination looks. The silkscreen colors are just so vibrant. They really pop against the noir. But check that out. I love it. And I have used it, not as much because I want to be a little bit more careful with this item because it's discontinued here in the States. Multicolor is no longer around. So here you go. And there it is. Beautiful. So the small cosmetic pouch, or the cosmetic pouch PM in multicolor noir. All right, moving along to my newest little small leather good, which is the Toiletry Pouch 15 in monogram canvas. and it's very, very small. I will be doing a review on this probably next week, as I want to continue using it and seeing, giving it a fair assessment when I do the review. But there you go. It has that beautiful washable beige interior. But overall, just a very small little piece, but great for going compact if you wanted to. The next one is the Insolent wallet in the multicolored noir with the granate interior. This was one of my September favorites, and even though I prefer the smaller, slimmer wallets, I absolutely appreciate the fact that I can use this as a clutch if I wanted to, as a little wristlet. All I have to do is attach a little chain to this, and I am good to go. I don't have to carry another bag, but I just love, again, the beautiful pink interior and the contrast that it has with the multicolored noir on the outside, but it just carries so much. And it is a little bit larger, but again, the fact that you can get away with using this in different types of settings, I think is awesome without necessarily having to carry a bag. So the Insolent wallet in the multicolored noir with the granate interior. The next item is the clay in the monogram Empreinte Noir. Love this clay. It's just so easy to use, very, very carefree. As you can see, I got my initials hot stamped in there. And there you go. And it has one little zippered compartment on the back side and just an open compartment there. And of course you have your little D-ring or your chain to be able to add your keys to this if you wanted to. So the Empreinte clay in noir. I also have the Empreinte clay in the cerise or in the cherry, and I just really love this red. It's such a vibrant red. It really, really pops against any other items that I have inside of my bag. And of course you also have the zippered compartment on the back side, and then just the singular little pocket there. And this is the one that I'm currently using. That is why you guys see my hair ties in there. But the Empreinte clay in cerise or cherry, and I also have it in the rose ballerine. And this is such a beautiful pink. It's a very, very light pink, and in the beginning I thought that this might be a little bit fussier, especially if I had to worry about color transfer, and I haven't had any issues whatsoever, so that makes me really happy. But it's really hard to bring up the pink because it's such a soft pink. It might be showing up a little bit white, but again, zippered compartment on the back side, and then just an open compartment on the inside. And I'm really wanting to add another color of an Empreinte clay to my collection, but I'm waiting to see what kind of colors that they will end up introducing. Hopefully they have a completely different shade that we haven't seen before. So there you go, the Rose Ballerine Empreinte clay. Next we have the sunglass case in the size in the monogram canvas. Very simple. Very, very slim, so it doesn't take up too much space inside of your bag, especially if you want to go with a smaller bag and you're worried about, you know, being able to maximize your space. And there you go. That's what it looks like inside. It has the microfiber lining on the inside. And there you go. I prefer the over the PM just because it's a little bit longer and it fits. I feel that because of, you know, nowadays with the sunglasses being a little bit bulkier, I feel that this one kind of caters to it a little bit better than the PM does. But regardless, I think both are fantastic pieces. So the sunglass case in the size with monogram canvas. And I also have it in the Damier Azur in the size. Someone had said that this has since been discontinued. I'm not too sure, or maybe that they're just not producing as many, but I have had quite a bit of color transfer. You can see it right there. And right up here, right along the corners, and definitely on the varnish, you can see that it's a little bit darker on the edges versus on other parts of it. But there you go, gold hardware, and it also has the tan microfiber lining. Make sure not to scratch up your sunglasses. All right, next one that we have is my passport holder, and this is in the monogram canvas. And in here, I have my passport and my hubby's passport, and I really like the fact that you have 3 credit card slots here if you wanted to, and another little slip pocket. And of course, you also have these slip pockets on either side if you wanted to use them for cash or for other paperwork. So I love actually putting them together because I just know that I would end up losing one, and of course, you never want to lose your passport. So I always like to put them together. But there you go, the passport holder in the monogram canvas. All right, next one is the clay in the Damier Ebene canvas. And actually, and I will show you guys this in just a second, this is actually a little bit bigger than the monogram canvas because when I did an unboxing on this, it actually said the NM, and that usually stands for new model. And when I compare them, you will be able to see that there's a slightly bigger, bigger, you know, size to this. But regardless, here you go. And I don't use this one as often. I feel that I end up using either the Empreinte ones a little bit more or the monogram, but I really like it. And you'd think I would end up using this one because it's larger, but who understands me? Gold hardware, and then of course you have the little, little D-ring there. Okay, and here we go. Here is the monogram one, and I have had this for a million years. This is actually my very, very first Louis Vuitton piece, and I think it is held up very, very well. And here is the chain. So let me show you guys the big difference on them. And I think when I did a review on both of these, or on the clay altogether, I showed you guys the difference. But check that out, right? I know when I first showed it to my sales associate, he thought I was crazy. And then I put them up close side by side, and then he said, oh wow, there is a difference. So I feel that even though this does fit quite a bit of cards, I feel that this one just carries a little bit more because of the shape. So let's see. On here, let me put them literally side by side. It just seems like the zipper is bigger. Just all together, this is a lot flatter. Who knows, maybe it's because it's older, but again, I feel that it just fits all together a lot more. See that? Yes, I see the difference. Am I crazy? Hopefully I'm not crazy, but there you go. So the monogram clay in canvas, or monogram clay in canvas, and then the Damier Ebene canvas as well. All right, the next is my all-time favorite small leather good, and I know I said my wallet and whatnot, but this is my all-time favorite small leather good from Louis Vuitton, and the best investment in my opinion, and that is the 6-ring key holder, and I have it in the monogram canvas with the gold hardware. This thing has been put through the ringer a million times. I need to get it revarnished, but it has paid for itself 100 times over, a million times over. It definitely shows the wear on it, but the reason why I say this is such a great investment is that if you're going to be going for expensive handbags, the last thing that you want to do is have to deal with any type of keys, you know, kind of scratching up the interior of your bag, ruining the microfiber lining, or maybe the leather lining of your Chanel bag, or altogether just ruining any other small leather good inside of your handbag. The best way would be to be able to house your keys so that nothing happens to any of your other goodies. So that's why I say it's such a great investment, and I will always be probably the biggest supporter on the 6-ring key holder, because I think it's such a phenomenal piece. And see, you can see it's really dingy and really dirty from all the keys, but especially because right now I'm using my Chanel one, but I still love this, and I got this hot stamped. And you will notice that I don't get too many things hot stamped, and the reason why that is because a lot of these items end up leaving my collection for one reason or another, but the ones that I end up hot stamping are the ones that I know I'm going to keep in my collection forever. So that's why I did this, because even though I might need to get it fixed, you know, 100 times over within the next 5-6 years, I will still always keep this. So has that gold M, and look at even the hardware up here, it just looks it's starting to chip. It's bad. But I've had it for quite some time. So the 6-ring key holder in the monogram canvas. All right, the next one is one of my newest beauties. I don't think I did an unboxing or a reveal on YouTube, and it is this Neverfull Pochette or pouch in the GM size, and it is in the Damier Azur. I've been very careful with this because we all know how, you know, how delicate Damier Azur can be. But the reason why I got it is because of this gorgeous rose ballerine interior. And I don't have any type of rose ballerine interior in any of my Neverfulls or in any of my bags. So the fact that I was able to get this small leather good with this beautiful combination, I was just over the moon. And here you go. It still looks very brand new. And here it just has the little leather tag that says made in the US. Made in the USA of imported materials. Of course, I wanted the made in France, but I couldn't pass on this one. And here you go. And here's the little strap. And the Neverfull Pochette or pouch in the GM size. The next item that I have is the Toiletry Pouch 26 in the monogram canvas. Even though this is something that I use as a clutch, I still thought I would include it in my small leather goods collection. But here you go. There's a side view of it, and there are no pockets on the outside, nothing whatsoever. I just really like the silhouette and the shape overall of the Toiletry 26, the 19, and the 15. I think that they look fantastic. But then you have just the zippered compartment, and then one little tab that has the Vachetta, and that one says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. And then on the inside, you again have the washable beige lining, so that way if you were to get any type of makeup, foundation, lipstick, mascara, you're able to just kind of wipe it clean without having to worry too much about it. So I really do like that. Mine looks like it's in pristine condition, even though I have used it quite a bit. So here you go, the Toiletry Pouch 26 in the monogram canvas. The next one is one that I actually added to my collection earlier this year, right, if I'm not mistaken, and that is the Toiletry Pouch 25 in Damier Ebene. And this one is full, but on the outside you don't have any pockets. This is a great item for traveling because it fits quite a bit of toiletries in here. There is the bottom view. Let me just open, of course, it is full. Give me just a second. Okay, and then inside you also have the dark brown washable interior that you're able to clean up. And I actually did have a powder spill in here when I was carrying it, but I was able to clean it up, and I still think it looks pretty good. And one thing I do love about this as well is the fact that it does have a little zippered compartment. So that way if you wanted to put something, I don't know, if you want to put your perfumes in there or whatever it is, it's not necessarily with your other goodies. And that one says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. There you go. So the Toiletry 25. I really like this size, and again, I feel that it carries quite a bit in here. I did a review on this, or I did a what's in my toiletry, and I will link it on the description box below if you guys are interested, because this is a great toiletry. I think I prefer this. If you were to travel, and if you were to ask me which one I would prefer out of the two, for traveling purposes, I would go for this one because I like the shape. I feel that you can carry a lot more versus this one, even though it is larger, because it's a little bit more narrow. I feel that you're going to be adding the items kind of on top of each other, and if you wanted to get into something very quickly, you'd kind of have to move everything around in order to get to that item, if that makes any sense. Whereas this one, I feel that you're able to kind of see things a little bit better at a glance and be able to open it up a lot better because of how the zipper is. So I'm a huge fan of this. And another one that I really like is the King Toiletry. That is another toiletry case that I wanted to add to my collection. So the Toiletry Pouch, or the Toiletry in 25. All right, the next one that we have is the Agenda GM, or the large ring Agenda in the monogram canvas. And this one I always have full. Actually, I have some little clear slots here for credit cards, and this one I always have ready to go, since I sometimes tend to alternate between my Damier Ebene and my monogram one. But love this. I prefer the size of the GM. I've had the PM, and even though I think it's super cute, it just doesn't work out for me because I have such large handwriting and I'm kind of all over the place. I think that the MM is a great size if you need to carry an agenda with you, and you tend to have a variety of different handbags. I think that the MM would be a better way to go because it fits in more handbags. Versus this one, I feel that whenever I use my Neverfull, it's a lot better versus using my Speedy 30 because it takes up so much space. So I always recommend the MM for a great, everyday, or unless you tend to carry your agenda on the outside and then you have your bag, then the large ring Agenda would always be my favorite because of, how much space I have, how much more I can write in here if I wanted to, without having to limit myself on how much paper or how much I'm writing on the paper, if that makes any sense. So the large ring Agenda in the monogram canvas, we are coming to an end. The next item that I have is the mini Pochette in the monogram canvas, and here's the little tab that says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, and this is the one I'm currently using. And in here I just have ladies products, my Visine, my Tom Ford. I prefer using the mini Pochette as a catch-all because if I don't want to carry something in my cosmetic pouch, I feel that I can add a little bit more to this. I've used this as a clutch, as a wallet, as a cosmetic pouch in itself. There's just so many things that I've used this for, and I did a Is It Worth It video on it, and I absolutely love this. And I know I've talked your guys' ear off about the mini Pochette, but I still get asked, is it worth it? Is it something that I should end up going for? And I think so. I think this is definitely one of the essentials to have for a Louis Vuitton collection because you can use it in so many different aspects. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily just to be able to use it as a clutch. And the cost per wear, the fact that it'll end up paying for itself you know, 1,000, a million times over. I think that that is awesome, especially when you're talking about some of these luxury goods. You don't want to always use it for that specific, you know, for that specific purpose, because you want to be able to enjoy the item and not necessarily just have to put it aside if you are using this type of bag or that type of bag. And this little guy actually fits in so many bags. Actually, the majority, I would have to say 99% of the bags that I have in my collection are able to hold this little guy. So it doesn't take up too much space. So the mini pochette in the monogram canvas. All right, and the round coin purse in the monogram canvas. This is another great investment, especially if you're looking to add a wallet to your collection. The fact that you don't have to worry about getting the inside of your wallet pockets dingy with coin residue. The fact that you have it for, you know, you have something that you could just put your coin in, I think it is awesome, especially because you have the cross grain leather lining on the inside that doesn't show up too much dirt. I know sometimes people use this for earbuds, but this is such a great item. I highly advise adding it to your collection, and I have definitely started using a lot more coin, because if you guys have been watching me for a while, this baby was loaded up with change. But this is such a great little item, and it fits so, again, this is kind of like the mini pochette. I'm able to fit it in all of my handbags, and I always tend to carry it because I don't want to have any kind of coin residue in any of my wallets, just in case I decide to sell them. So the round coin purse and the monogram canvas. And then last but not least, in here, I have all of my luggage tags. There's a few, and I have another box with a few more. But these I like to add to my bags as bag charms, because bag charms, they are beautiful. They are a little too pricey. Plus, I feel that sometimes it'll end up chipping the hardware, and I tend to be, you know, I like to be a little bit carefree with my items, but at the same time, I don't baby them, but I want to make sure that they stay looking as great as possible. And the last thing that I want to deal with is any type of chipping on the hardware. So that's why I go with luggage tags. It's a little bit easier to put these on. Plus, you can personalize them and add different colors to any type of bag. So I have a red, I have a black one that I still haven't hot stamped, and then I have a few others in this box and a few others in another one. And this one, even though I know I've said before that you want to make sure that all of your leather goods are able to breathe, sometimes I put these in here and sometimes I have them on my bag. So they rotate. I really should take my own advice and take them out of the box. All right, you guys, so that does it for my Louis Vuitton small leather goods collection. What do you guys think? I know I have actually sold quite a few pieces from what I had before, and I've actually thought about doing a why I sold them with the pictures. That way you guys can have, you know, just a little bit more feedback as to why I sold certain items. So let me know if that's something that would interest you. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all tomorrow. And as always, make it a fabulous day or not, the choice is yours. Have a great day, you guys.